and welcome back to my playthrough of Fortune and Glory. Last round was really awful. For a second I really thought things were turning out to be okay. I was able to steal an artifact. I wanted to sell this in New York City, or no, in Washington, and then I pretty much lost it to the FBI or things like that. Nigel Harrington, he was kind of successful, but overall things are really looking grim. And that's because the villain track is already on space 11 out of 15. And keep in mind, the villains win the game immediately when this track reaches space number 15. So I think without further ado, let's get into the next round. Let's roll for the initiative. Again, we don't see a 1. That's really a pity. I was really hoping for at least one more event card or so. And then I will start rolling for Nigel Harrington for the movement. And the idea is to get to the Mine of Zeus, which happens to be a temple adventure right in the middle of Europe. Right now, both of our villains are currently not on the game board yet. They will get deployed by the end of this round, but right now we are still doing okay. So there is a good chance I get some coins from this temple adventure. But of course I have to get there first. Okay, let's stop talking. Let's start rolling. Oh, that's a 2. Oh, that's crap. Oh man, this really sucks. No, I think there is really nothing I can do about it. So I think I simply have to start moving towards this temple adventure. I think that's the only thing I can do. So let's move into China, and then let's move into the steppes here. Wow, this was really bad. So let's see how Sharon is doing. Let's roll for her movement. That's a 5, so she may be able to get to the temple adventure here. That's not a problem for her. An alternative plan was really to storm into the mob HQ at this point in time, but to be honest, I'm not really sure if I should do that at this point in time with her. Would be perfect match for Nigel with his revolver and everything, but for her it's really tough. No, I think let's move her 2 spaces here because it's reduced for her for a special ability, well traveled. Then 3 and 4. And then she will be here in the Alps where the temple or the Mine of Zeus is waiting for her. Okay, let's see how well we will do there. But let's getting back to Nigel, who's in the steppes right now. And as he's not at the adventure side, we would simply roll a die. On a 4, 5 or 6, he would be allowed to draw an event card, but on a roll of a 1, he would be he's intact instead. Ah man, that's a 2. Again, I was really hoping for an event card, but what can you do? Let's move over to Sharon here at the temple, and we have to overcome our first adventure now, or rather danger. And temples work somewhat differently than the normal adventures out there on the board. So for each danger you overcome, you get 1 fortune right off the bat, which is a good thing. And whenever you accumulated 5 let's say dangers, or in this case 5 dangers, because that's the danger value of thing, you would put a collapse marker on this temple. Then you would roll if the temple collapses. So in theory this could happen twice, or if you fail something that you would, when you fail an adventure, you would also put a collapse marker on it and roll for it. So things are really dangerous there, but overall you can really collect a hell of a lot of fortunes there. And here we have our first danger, and again it's so unfortunate that Nigel isn't there, because he would be allowed to roll 2 more dice on animal based adventures or dangers. Man, this game is really driving me crazy. You have stumbled into a beast's hunting ground. Outrun it, outsmart it, or stand firm. So I now get to choose one of those, and I have lore, so I think I will go for the Lord Hesterians, because I would roll 3 dice and I only need a 5+ in order to succeed. I need 2 successes, but still I think that's the better deal for her. So let's see, we are looking for at least 1 5. Oh wow, okay, we have 1 5, so that's our first success, which is good. Let's continue rolling. Yes, awesome. So we have overcome our first danger, so we are allowed to gain 4 glory. Of course, this glory right now is still a virtual glory. We still have to make it out, but we are still allowed to gain 1 fortune from that temple right away, which goes into our pile, and we can never lose fortune, let's say based on a KO or something like that. That's really great. Now it's no time to rest, so I think I will press on. So let's see what our next danger would be. The Alpine Trail. The dark forest grows ever colder as you approach the alpine tree line of the mountain. Agility 5+ test requires an extra X or success while at a mountain range. And yes, of course we are in a mountain space, so we need 3 successes now. And we have to roll a 5+. Again, we are using agility, so that's 3 dice in total, and I just noticed that the Mine of Zeus happens to be a myth adventure. So the occult expert may help her this time, so this is great. So he could add 3 adventure dice to a single test. This is really great. Unfortunately, I could as well lose this occult expert because the mob is intimidating. So before I get to, let's say, use the special ability of an ally, I have to roll or check his loyalty, and yeah, if he would fail his loyalty test, I would lose the expert right away before I can use his help. But one step at a time. Let's start rolling 3 dice. We can still make it. Yep, that was 1 success, so we can continue to roll. We still need 2 more successes here. Wow, that's the 2nd success. Okay, okay. So let's see. Awesome. Okay, perfect. We were able to make it. So we get 3 more glory, and what's more important, we get an additional fortune. So we are already at 11 fortune. That's really great. I think again I want to press on. So let's see what our next ice caves. These icy and foreboding caves echo with the memories of the ancients long dead. A law 5 requires an extra success while at an ice adventure. And again, we are on the exact right place for that. So we need 3 successes. Once more, good thing is we can still use our occult expert. But of course, we still need to roll 3 successes. So lore is still 3. Oh, that's 2 successes. Wow, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's continue. Choice to a perfect. Wow, that's great. That's really great. So we get an additional fortune for that, and we gain 3 more glory. Awesome. So right now we still have 5 fortune at the temple, and we have 3 danger markers on it at this point in time. So overall, this is pretty cool. Just notice we wouldn't be allowed to use event cards easily, at least. So maybe that's a good thing we didn't draw any of those, because we might as well lose those. And now I really am thinking if I should press on or not, because we have already collected 10 glory and I think overall 3 fortune. And I think with this I could really go buy a weapon and then really try to get to Paris in order to destroy that hideout there, which could really help me a lot. And I think, yeah, not sure if it's a good idea, because right now we seem to be on a lucky streak, but I don't want to push it too far, to be honest. So I think, yeah, let's camp down. Let's collect the 10 glory in total, which isn't bad at all. And yeah, I think this already is the end of our adventure phase. So we can move over. We have to move over to the villain phase, and we have to start with those dark rituals here. Right now they do have a magic item, so I would have to roll on a d6, and 4, 5 or 6 we would have to move the villain track 1 step ahead. So let's see what we roll. Yeah, of course it's a 6. So yeah, I think you should be able to see that. So we are already on space 12 of the villain track. And now we draw our next villain event. And here we have the Hunter. This card plays on a random villain in play. Search +1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is Joey Smiles. 4 to 6 is Mickey the Hammer. That's Joey Smiles. Of course, he already has 5 search. So overall, he now rolls 6 dice when searching. +1 because of the Dark Destiny card, which also is in play. Wow. Okay. Let's roll for the mob HQ. If you would spawn a new mobster on a 4, 5, 6. No, that's a 2. We will not see another mobster, but of course we still have a hideout on the board, so they gain an additional fortune. Next we would deploy our villains, and Joey Smiles would go to the Mine of Zeus as well. The rules really say they go to a temple with the highest value that's printed on the card, and that's clearly the temple there. We already have removed some fortune out of this, so it's not necessarily the most valuable item on the board, but I think they want to mess with us anyway, so I think maybe a good idea to send Joey Smiles there. If you disagree, let me know and I will change it. But this way they will also get a lot of, let's say, fortunes relatively easily. Mickey the Hammer will then go to the Tears of the Dark Void down here in Antarctica region because it's worth 6 and only requires 2 dangers to overcome. So I think that's very likely that during the next round they would be able to get this. Wow. Okay, let's move into the next round. Let's roll for initiative. Again, we don't see a 1. And I think I want to move on with Nigel because I really have to see if he would be able to make it to the temple. Oh, wow, that's a 1. Good and bad news, of course, he's allowed to gain an event card now, so let's see what we get. That's a somewhat bad card, to be honest, not really great. Daring Escape. Play to let any hero automatically pass an escape test, even after the dice have been rolled. Of course, this can be helpful, but overall, and the second is really pretty something that you only play during the competitive game. Oh man, this was bad. This was really, really bad. And I think I was really doing a stupid mistake. I had 2, right? 1, 2. I should have moved into Persia rather than to the steppes here, to be honest, because then I would be able to move to Greece now. I was so focused on getting to Paris or this. Hate this. Okay, let's move into Russia. Then let's roll for Sharon's movement. Also 1. Oh man. Okay, I think I have to stick to the temple now then. Or I could go to Venice and do stuff there. But yeah, my plan was to go after this hideout. But let's see what this event card is first. And here we have the Blizzard. And that's an interesting one, to be honest. Play on any hero, enemy or villain in ice space. They immediately take D6 hits. Both of the villains are right now in an ice space. But that's hits and not wounds, so there is no way, or is there? Yeah, in theory there is. Because Mickey the Hammer already has 2 wounds, he has 0 defense, so if I would now roll a 6, he would have been wounded and sent back to the HQ, so he would not be able to go after that artifact down there in Antarctica, and then I still have a chance. On the other hand, here I would only need to roll 5 successes, and he would be removed as well, and he's rolling more successes. I think that's the better deal, right? So he has 6 wounds, I need 5 successes. Yeah, I think, yeah, totally. I will play this card, Blizzard, on Joey Smiles. Oh, that's a 4. This really hurts. He has a defense of 1. Yeah, it hits not wounds, so yeah, he only gets 3 wounds, which is definitely not enough. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. There may be a chance that Sharon could take him out because, but still, we would need 3 more wounds. That's tough. So I think she has to stay where she is, but I think for the adventure phase, again, I will start with Nigel. So let's roll 4, 5 or 6. Yeah, oh, this was a 4. Really, really not cheating here. So he's allowed to get an event card. And that's a much better one. Old differences. The first one, I think it's not good. It's again for the competitive play. But the second one, play to give any enemy 2 fight dice or any hero or villain +3 combat for 1 test or fight. That's great. So if Sharon would be able to engage Joey Smiles, there is now a good chance that she could take him out. Awesome. And even though she has a hell of a lot of glory right now, she would only lose 6 now in maximum, so she would still have 9 left overall. So, and if the temple collapses, this guy would also be sent back and would not be able to collect any fortune. So maybe overall this wasn't that bad. But of course, let's see what her first danger is. Keep in mind, the first danger is always free, so you don't have to do any sneak tests whatsoever, only if you decide to press on. And man, fate is really against us. This is a deadly test. High-speed boat chase. They're getting away. You'll have to kick it into high gear if you hope to catch them. Wow, in order to pass this, I cannot automatically continue rolling. If I roll 1 success, I pretty much have to do that in one go. I can double exert in order to re-roll 1 single die now. And wow, double exert means I have to take 2 wounds for that in order to roll 1 single die. Yeah, but what can you do? We are rolling 4 dice for our 3 dice for our agility. I think there's not much we can do. We still have our ally. He may still be able to help us. Okay, maybe we get out of the situation. So let's see. We can still do. We're not exerting here. Wow. Awesome. Wow, this is great. This is really, really great. So we gain 4 glory for that. And again, what's more important? 1 additional fortune. Awesome. Before I press on, I have to do a sneak test. Right now he has a search value of 6. That's because of his extra card he just drew and because of the Dark Destiny card. So he's now rolling 6 dice in total. I will stick to number 3 pretty much. I will roll green or white die. Well, let's go for the green die here. So 3 it is. And yeah, wow, we would see 2 fight rounds against Joey Smiles with a combat value of 4. Once per fight round, he would reroll all of his misses. That's really bad. But when he rerolls, he causes a hit to himself. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I think we are rolling 3, he's rolling 4. So this can really hurt. So let's roll all those dice. Okay, this was epic. We failed miserably. He failed too, but he will now roll all his 4 dice again, once per fight round. And okay, so he gets 1 hit. He has 1 defense, so this is cancelled. He's dealing 3 wounds in total. Oh man. And in theory, I could now also play this Old Differences card, but I think I'd rather not. I think I will see what the next round will bring. So there is still a second round. So yeah, let's see how this goes. And again, he's rolling 4 dice. Okay, those are 2 successes for me. He failed 3. This is out, so he will reroll those 3 dice. Ah, you're kidding me. So this is also a hit, but he also hits us for 3 more times. But we also hit him pretty much 3 times, so this is his self-inflicted hit pretty much. So he will take 2 wounds, and we need 2 more. 2 more actually. No, absolutely. I will now play the Old Differences card. This allows me to roll additional 3 fight dice now. And yeah, we only need a couple more. Come on! Are you kidding me? 1 more hit would have been enough. I hate this game. Yeah, but what can you do? He takes 2 more wounds. That's like it is. He's not dead yet or not defeated yet. And I still am breathing. Wow, 6 out of 7. Yeah, but still, I decided to press on. This was totally useless. Oh man, dice really hate me. But at least now I earned my right to press on. And from a high-speed boat chase, we go to an airplane chase. How nice is that? Glory of 3. They are hot on your tail, outmaneuver the enemy planes to escape. An agility test of a 6+. Okay, now we can still use our occult expert. Yeah, why not? So let's see what we roll. Yeah, of course, this is not good enough. This is really not good enough. Should I now use? Yeah, why not? So I will now activate my occult expert. But because we are playing against the mob, he now has to pass a loyalty test. My special ability, the contact, says his loyalty is increased by 3. So we would now roll 3 dice, and I think the result is a 4. Loyalty 4 test. Yeah, that's the case. Yeah. Okay, he will stay with me. This allows me to roll 3 more dice. Yeah, that's the case. We are looking for a 6. No, we failed miserably. So we have to move to the cliffhanger mountainside explosion. Okay, we have to get out there fast pretty much with only a glory of 2. But this also means that we remove all of those danger markers and put a collapse token right next to it. And now we have to roll that many dice, and I think whenever it shows a 1, this temple would collapse. And now I actually kind of hope for a 1, because if this temple would collapse, Joey Smiles would also take hits. Woohoo! Awesome! This is really kind of lucky. I can still decide to escape. And the good thing is I have this escape card, so I will definitely make it out there alive. Wow, that's great. but Joey Smiles definitely takes now these 6 hits. That's a 5. Awesome. So he's wounded, so he will get sent back to the board in the KO'd state. Of course, all of those wound markers are being removed here as well. But this now really takes some time until he will get redeployed to the board. This was really, really important, but I think I may still lose this game, this round pretty much. But not so fast. First of all, we still have to roll for our escape test. The glory earned from this high-speed boat chase is of course gone. We are still at this cliffhanger, so we are still not allowed to move away from there. That's really important for the next round, but still I have to escape that temple, this collapsing temple there. It's an escape test, agility 5+. So let's see what we roll. We do have an agility of 3. We have 6 wounds. Okay, that's 1 success. We need, let's put it here, we need 2 more. No, that's not good enough, but I think I will play my daring escape card right now because I don't want to lose any more glory by being KO'd. So yeah, let's play this card, and then I'm at the cliffhanger there anyway, but at least I'm not automatically KO'd and losing glory. Okay, let's remove the temple. So she's here. Let's remove this one there. Of course, the adventure also goes, and with it all remaining fortune. This was really a pity. I was so hoping that Nigel could get there. He could have really done something very cool, to be honest. Yeah, and those cards are discarded too. Let's move into the villain phase. Let's roll for the dark rituals, because this could really end it relatively easily on a 4, 5 or 6. No, this time we are kind of lucky. That's 2. Next we would draw our event. That's pretty bad as well. Vile tactics, roll once on the vile organization's tactics chart and move the villain track 1 step forward. Let's do the roll first. So let's see what comes. Of course we would see a new hideout. Place a new mob hideout in a random city. Limit 1 per city. If there's already a hideout in that city, redraw the random city. Okay, let's do that. And here we would see new hideout in Shanghai. So let's place one there. Of course, they are now generating 2 fortune each round. And of course, we must not forget to move the villain track 1 step ahead because of the wild tactics event card. Okay then, let's roll for the mob HQ, and that's a 2. No, we don't see an additional mobster, but of course we now have to add 2 fortune. So pretty much we're leaving 1 there, and we still have to progress the villain track by 1. And I think right now it kind of makes sense, follow the recommendation to play until 18 points on the villain track, to be honest. Wow. Yeah, because I think with all those expansions that are coming in with those deadly tests and whatnot, I think there's really a lot more going on right now. But yeah, again, we are still not done yet. Let's move Joey Smiles to the delayed state. And yeah, then we roll for the Tears of the Dark Void. And he's rolling 5 search dice. Yes, and yeah, basically only is looking for 2 successes in order to overcome it. Oh man, we are incredibly lucky. Awesome. Really, really awesome. Okay, he gets 1 success, which is okay. Which is really okay. He's not able to find the artifact yet. And I think he also gets 2 wounds pretty much. But of course he still has 4 more to go. But I will definitely not complain, as we still have another round to play. Isn't that nice? Wow, that's so cool. Let's come to the end phase, and I think the only thing that we have to do is to create a new adventure, the Caverns of the Golden Mummy. It's another temple adventure. Okay, that's really nice. So let's see where this goes. It's in Mexico. Okay, yeah, let's place it there. But the problem is, Nigel is way too far away from Mexico, because his personal mission could give him 2 additional fortune from that temple, which is really great and could help speeding things up. But yeah, what can you do? I think his plan will still be to go after one of those hideouts now and yeah, try to make it there. I think Let's do one more round in this video because it can still be the last. Let's roll for initiative. No, let's roll for movement. We would start with Sharon because she's not allowed to move away there anyway because he's still at that cliffhanger. Okay, that's a 6 now. I was really hoping for a 1. And then let's see what Nigel would be rolling. That's a 6 for movement. Okay, this is now really something I have to think about. There are now a lot of options, to be honest. And actually, I was really thinking to move down to Antarctica to steal this artifact from Mickey the Hammer, but I'm not able to get there because the frozen waters here require 3 movement points, and even Sharon wouldn't be able to make it there. So I think I will now stick to the plan and we'll try to take out that hideout in Paris there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the end of my movement phase. Let's move into the adventure phase. And I think I will start with Sharon now, who's still in her or at her cliffhanger there, the mountainside explosion. She would roll 3 agility dice. So let's see, that's 1 success. We are looking for 2 more. Another success. Oh man, can you feel the tension? And yeah, okay, that was good enough. So she mastered her cliffhanger. Of course, there's no longer an adventure there, but she still gets to keep those 2 glory. And then it's Nigel here in Paris. First thing to do, he would need to draw a city card. And wow, that's actually a good one. Pick up a contact. What do you think? Are you in? Draw an allies card. Awesome. Let's go for it. Okay, what do we get? A burglar. Okay, agility +1. This can help him, to be honest. And loyalty of 1 may copy the activate ability of another card in play. That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, absolutely. I will take him with me. But unfortunately, I'm out of money, so I cannot really do meaningful stuff right now in Paris. So I might as well go after this hideout now. So first thing to do, they're rolling 8 search dice. Okay, I really have to mix dice now, and I'm not sure if I like that. Again, I will announce a 3. And this time it's a little bit differently. You don't roll or fight against villains. You fight pretty much for each search result here. You fight one of those mobster enemies. Complete one. So let's see. Oh, that's only a 1. Wow, that's great. Okay, we have to fight one of those mobsters. They have a defense +1 now because in their hideout. But if we are able to take those guys out, we have destroyed that outpost. Wow, that's cool. Okay, I'm rolling 5 dice because of my little revolver here. They're rolling 3 dice, but they take 4 wounds. But now they have a defense of 1. But I'm a marksman, so I hit on a 3 for them. 6, and this looks good, to be honest. So that's 2 hits for them, 4 hits for me. Okay, that's great. So this is cancelled because of my defense. This is cancelled because of their defense. So I take a wound, they take 3 wounds in total. Isn't that nice? And I will totally go to the next fight round. And yeah, I'm proud, so I will never actually escape from a fight anyway. So we are looking for some more hits, and I think that should be it. They are hitting me as well, so they hit me 3 times. I hit them 3 times. 1 defense, 1 defense. I take 2 wounds, they take 2 wounds. That's so cool. So he just got an additional 3 glory, and we have taken out those guys. Isn't that great? This also means that this hideout here is no more. Wow, is that cool. I now get to choose if I want to steal an artifact from them. So let's see. But they don't have valuable enough artifact here. So the highest value artifact is a 4. And this will not help me to win this game. This would be my only, let's say, business case in order to do this. So in this case, I will decide to take fortune from them. And I will also decide to reduce their villain track. By the way, I just noticed something. I think I keep forgetting this, to be honest. When you fight against a villain, you also get glory for each hit you inflict. This is really important. And I'm really not sure how many hits she did, to be honest. So I think it was 2 or maybe 3. I will check the footage later on and maybe give it to her If I'm still alive after this game round, that is, of course. And yeah, but still, let's steal the fortune from them. Right now it's only one, unfortunately, but still it will help me. But what's more important now is how well I roll this D3 now in order to move the villain track back. So let's see. That's a 3. That's 2 spaces. 1 and 2. So I think... No, I think not. I think that's still not enough. I think that's still not enough. Oh man, this was so close. No, I think we just lost this game. But let's see. We are now in the villain phase. Yeah, let's roll for the dark rituals first. I think this is pretty much the... yeah. Okay, we are lucky. That's a 3. Okay, that's not enough to move this one step ahead. Okay, so I think then we made it. Okay, wow, close. But here's our next villain event card, Tenacious, not D. This card plays on a random villain in play. Combat +1 remains in play. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3 is Joey Smiles. You know the drill. No, of course. It has to be the tank here. Come on. Okay, so now he's rolling 8 combat dice. That's really not funny. But the good thing is, if I would defeat him actively doing a fight, I would gain 2 fortune for that. That's also worth mentioning. Then we roll for a new mob. That's a 3. No, we don't see a new mobster thug. He will move to the ready state. And Mickey the Hammer still tries to find the Tears of the Dark Void. Okay, so he definitely found it, but he now takes 3 wounds. And I think this is also something that I have overlooked. Each villain takes a wound when he rolls a 1 during the adventure phase. I really don't know if I messed this up. Pretty sure I've missed this once or twice. Okay, he has definitely found the Tears of the Dark Void, so we will definitely put it into their safe. So let's put it here. He gets 3 more wounds, so he's really close to being defeated. I really have to get after him in order to get those 2 fortune to take him out. It's really tough to beat him, that's for sure. But there's really a good chance. And because they've just recovered an artifact, they just gained 1, 2 more steps on the villain track. Again, very, very close call. Okay, of course, I have to send him back to the ready state on his board. Adventure will get replenished now. And I think that's already the end of this round. And here we have the Cup of the Cursed Eye. No allies may be used here while at this adventure. It's an anchor adventure, so this is a good one for Sharon Hunter. So let's see where this gets placed in the Yucatan region, pretty much next to the caverns of the Golden Mummy. And yeah, I forgot, this should have been a temple, of course. But I think this is now really the end of this round. And here I just noticed they should have gotten an additional fortune because they still do have a hideout on the board in Shanghai. But now I really hope I have caught most of the stuff. I think I will still give Sharon Hunter a couple of glory, because this is really something I have noticed while I played, but I really have to go back to see how many hits she inflicted on Joey Smiles. So she will start the next round with some more glory. And I really hope that I have caught most of the stuff. Again, if I did something wrong, let me know. I will try to correct it as much as I can. I really hope you are still enjoying my little playthrough of Fortune and Glory here. This game is so awesome. I like this a lot, but I said it during the last video, but I'm pretty sure that the next episode will be the last one. Not sure if I can make it, if I can win, to be honest. So I'm not too far away. I think I have 14 fortune now. I still need 6 more, but both of my heroes need to go back to one of the hometowns pretty much. But on the other hand, the Vile organization is only 1 step away from winning this game right away. Okay, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and until then, bye bye.